A small snail named Silo stood at the bottom of a very tall wall and looked up. What if the hardest part wasn't the climb? It was deciding to start again. Tonight, meet 4 small heroes: Silo the Snail, Pip the Seedling, Mara the Young Weaver, and the River Stone. And discover what happens when one more try is exactly what turns struggle into something worth keeping. Silo had been climbing that garden wall since the sun was still low, and he had already slid back 3 times. Each time his small foot lost its grip on the smooth stone, and he found himself right back at the beginning, his cracked shell scraping the cold ground. The first slide stung. The second made his eyes go heavy. The third time, he sat very still at the bottom and looked up at the wall, which had not gotten any shorter. But Silo did something quiet and important. He stopped looking at the top. He looked instead at the single stone just in front of him. 1 push, then the stone above that. 1 more push. He didn't count how far he had to go. He only counted how far he had just moved. Slowly, 1 small push at a time, the garden below him began to look different. Smaller, further away. And then, without quite knowing when it happened, Silo was at the top. The whole garden spread out below him, green and wide and still. He didn't say anything. He just breathed. And in another corner of the world, something even smaller was trying even harder. Pip the Seedling had been in the dark for a long time. All around, other seeds had already pushed up through the soil and found the light. But Pip was planted in rocky ground, and every time a root reached out, it met something hard. So Pip did the only thing left: pushed the root sideways, then down, then sideways again, finding every thin gap between the stones. It was slow. It was dark. Nobody could see it happening. Then, one morning, a tiny curl of green appeared in the soil. Not a burst, just a quiet bend toward the light. The rock had never moved. The dark had never gotten easier. Pip had simply kept going, and that turned out to be exactly enough. Silo counted his pushes instead of the distance left. Could you do that? Or would you keep looking at the top? Now let's meet Mara, whose hands had to learn the hard way that unraveling isn't the same as failing. 3 times Mara had unraveled her basket. Now she was starting a 4th. Her hands were small, and the reeds kept slipping sideways no matter how carefully she laid them flat. The first attempt had looked almost right until the whole side collapsed when she lifted it. The second fell apart even faster. The third time, her eyes stung, and she pressed her lips together and didn't say anything at all. She just smoothed the reeds out on the table, one by one, the way her grandmother had shown her, and began again. The 4th time felt different, not easier, but steadier. Her fingers remembered something her eyes hadn't taught them yet. 1 reed over, 1 reed under. Over, under. The pattern held, then held again. When the last edge curved, closed, and stayed, Mara set the basket down very gently, as if it might change its mind. Her grandmother crossed the room, leaned down, and ran 1 finger slowly along the woven edge. She didn't say a word. She just smiled, the kind of smile that means, "I always knew." The lesson lived entirely in that smile, not in the 4 tries, not in the stinging eyes, in the smile that would not have meant anything at all without every single one of those 4 tries coming first. And far away, something that couldn't even choose, chose anyway. The river stone had started rough and sharp, every edge catching the current like an argument. Each tumble over the riverbed felt like a loss, a scrape, a knock, a jagged corner breaking away. But each bump took something unnecessary with it. By the time the river slowed and the stone came to rest on a quiet bank, it was smooth and bright, shaped entirely by what it had survived. Silo, Pip, Mara, the stone. 4 small lives, 4 different struggles, 1 quiet truth. They didn't give up, and that made all the difference. Subscribe for a new story every week.